I'm gonna try to make this one quick. Say this the best way I can without sounding fucked up, but it needs to be made. Okay, I got my thoughts together, so let me start by saying this. I grew up in a household. That's where I can get to understand this. My grandfather, who I was close to, he died in the 90s. My grandmother died in 1982. I remember that because we had built a cement platform, and in it, 1982 was put in the cement. That's how I remember it was 82 that we passed. Okay, I'm saying all to say, first of all, I want to say this without sounding racist, because I don't know how to word it correctly. All my white people that I love everybody. And see, I don't know if the wording is, because now you can't say anything these days without sounding racist or sounding fucked up or whatever. So I don't know if I should use white people, Caucasians, but because I really don't know, I'm gonna say white people. Okay, now I said I grew up in a household that I think was kind of racist, but my grandmother and my grandfather, they old school, and we've been through a lot. And I was racist as fuck. I was racist like a motherfucker until, well, first of all, I was racist as fuck because of growing up in that old school household. Plus, I was bused to a white school. See, hopefully I said that right. And that's what we called it back then, a white school. I grew up PS40, Jamaica Queen, and which was across the street from 40 Projects, and had a problem in kindergarten. Kept getting in the fight, but luckily, from first grade up until I went from, I think I said this in another video, I went to a white school from first grade to sixth grade, and across the street was my junior high school, which was white school. I went there from 7th grade to 9th grade. Then I went to Flushing High School, which is also in Flushing, to high school. So I went through a whole lot through all them years. It just made me more of a racist at the time. But then, as a surprise, and I needed it, I joined the military. And yeah, there was a sprinkle of racism in there, but because I was around so many different types of people, I was shocked and awed and surprised because I got cool with so many white people. It's amazing, and it got me out of my whole racist ways. And I found that, you know, it's not the race, it's the people. So I was real bad, but I joined the military, and some of my closest friends were white. I'm just using white, not Latino or anything, because I was cool with everybody, but the fact that I got out of not hating white people was good enough for me, because I love everybody. And just sometimes I always felt bad. It was like, damn, I grew up racist as fuck. So I'm not like that anymore. Now, I'm saying all this to say, I was born in 68. I think that's the year that Dr. King, Martin Luther King, was assassinated. I think it was 68. So I grew up around a lot of racist shit. And, you know, I heard about the Watch riots, and the shit where everybody, they had video, I forget the dude's name, they got beat up in the street. Can't think of his name. Anyway, but I joined the military and I got out of that. I'm saying all this to say, this is not back in the day. Every once in a while I would see these videos, like I saw one the other day that made me talk about it in another video, of a movie clip, of a movie that I didn't see because I stopped watching movies like that after, like, I can't watch Roots. Because Roots sometimes will take me back to my old ways and everything. I know everybody's not the same, and I know at that time racism was totally different. But not all white people, like I said, I love white people. I got so many, I know I sound like when people say, I got a lot of black friends, but no. I grew up and the coolest people have been white, and seems like, in my race, it seems like we as black people always fight each other, but I was always cool with the white people. You know what I mean? And I don't see color, I see people, as far as people being racist and all that other shit. All this I'm saying because people need to understand. Like I said, I saw that movie. I saw a clip of that movie that made me post a clip of that movie on my Facebook about there was this sister. She was walking somewhere in this neighborhood, and she was walking with her child, and a white lady was in front of her, and she said something to her, and then she called her the N-word. And she stopped, turned around, and slapped her in the face. Okay, back to her. I'm saying all this to say, people need to understand, especially these racist people. Anybody, but I'm specifically talking about these white racists. This is not back in the days anymore. And these people need to understand, you're not just going to walk up to people and say what you want to say without repercussions. Now, I got into something when I first got to Florida. I went to a gas station, and I didn't know I went to the gas station because I used to always drive to work. I used to drive to work. Before I got to work, there was a gas station I used to go to in the morning to get my coffee. Getting out the gas station, not looking where I was going. I was just looking at the car. I was going to the car. I heard somebody say something, they was laughing, and they called me the N-word. And I turned around, and it was a pickup truck. Another thing I don't understand is why black people, I get down here, and so many black people with pickup trucks. Where I grew up, there was no pickup trucks in the hood. We didn't start seeing pickup trucks until the rappers came out with the Avalanche. You remember that, right? It was like a goldish color. It was like a pickup truck, but not a pickup truck because it had a piece built on the back. Anyway, it kills me to see brothers with pickup trucks. To this day, I'll never understand that. What they used to do with pickup trucks and black people, I'll never understand that. Anyway, these dudes, that pickup truck was a big black pickup truck, and they had two big-ass flags on the back. One on the left was the American flag, and the one on the right, whichever way. The other one was the Confederate flag. And I was walking, I heard giggling, and I was called the N-word. Let me tell you something. At the time, I was about 220 solid. Already had an attitude. Not against white people, just against racists. So if it wasn't for people in that gas station, I was about to wear both of them out. You know what I mean? The point of this is not the old days. This is not back in the day where racism was up there, and these white people, certain white people, would say what they want to say to us black people and get away with it. I and a whole lot of people I know will wear your ass out. And I'm going to use the race card. Well, he called me such and such. Because more than likely, if I get into something with anybody, it's because of something they said to me or have done to me. Whether it's me or my family. So, people need to realize, this ain't back in the days. You walk up to me, or anybody in my family, and you call me the N-word, you will get wear the fuck out. You will get warned the fuck out. From rooter to tutor, I will fuck you up. And sorry, if you're a female and you call me the N-word, I will fuck you up too. Because you should know better, especially if you're a fucking adult. And if your kids call me the N-word around you, and you laugh or don't say nothing, I'm still gonna fuck you up. So that means you raised that child that way. So the meaning and the topic of this video is, this is not the back in the days. You can't say what you want to say to black people anymore. Those days are done. They gone. You will get fucked up. There's a whole lot of shit going on now. People need to realize you can't do it. You ain't gonna do it with me. You ain't gonna do it with nobody in my family. You're not gonna do it with nobody I know. Because I keep people around me who are cool and who know what's going on. You know what I mean? You call me the N-word, remember that. You will get fucked up. And like I said, this is only to the white racist people. I got so many people on Facebook that I love, that I've been cool with since I've been on Facebook. I don't see color until you make me see color. I got people on my job who help me out in certain situations since I've had the strokes and seizures. And what's so fucked up is white people have come to my aid more than black people. But it's always been like that in the black community. We've always been fighting each other instead of fighting who we need to fight. Like all them blacks back in the days with the riots, tearing up our shit. You know, it's just too much shit. So the point of this video is, this is not back in the days anymore. You can't talk to people the way you want. You're not going to talk to me the way you want. You call me the N-word, I will fuck you up. And I'm also pissed off at all these rappers that let all these other ethnicities, mostly Puerto Ricans, and they do it because they grew up in black neighborhoods. They use the N-word too, and it's like, no, it's not gonna happen because a lot of them don't like us American blacks either. Oh, but they want to be over here. But anyway, so like I said, the topic of this video is, it's not back in the days. You can't talk to people the way you want to, and if you do, if you think you can, you're gonna find out, and it's not gonna be pretty. Cause my hands ain't no joke. My hands always been good, you know, and I'm violent with my shit. So I just need to put that out there. We all need to get people to stop with all this racist shit, because there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. And we all need to come together as a people, one people. Yeah, everybody want to talk about reparations, this and that, and this and that. To me, that's coming from their brothers and sisters who are just still so pissed off at what's going on. But we got to start somewhere. But those racist white people ain't making it no better. Like I said, I'm going to call you out, and I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to make your life real bad. So I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, I love everybody. I don't see color until you make me see color. I need to fucking copyright that shit. But all right, I love y'all. Y'all please be safe. Be careful out there. People are fucking crazy. All races. All races. Crazy. You know what I mean? So y'all be safe. And as always, I holler y'all. I holler back at y'all. I love y'all. Peace.